Hello everyone, in this tutorial I will explain what is hacking, what are the different type of hackers, white hat, black hat, grey hat, and what is ethical hacking. So let's start. So what is hacking? Hacking is identifying weakness in computer systems or networks to exploit its weaknesses to gain access. It means with the help of hacking, we can identify weakness in the computer system or in our networks to find out various weaknesses, and then we can gain the access of the systems. Example of computer hacking, it's very simplest example, using password cracking algorithm to gain access to a system. We will use an algorithm to crack the password, and then we will access the system. And who is a hacker? Hacker is a person who finds and exploits the weaknesses in computer systems or networks to gain access. Hackers are usually skilled computer programmers with knowledge of computer security. Types of hackers. Now we will discuss the different types of hackers. So first is white hat hackers. White hat hackers, also known as ethical hackers. These are the cybersecurity experts who help the government and organizations by performing penetration testing and identifying loopholes in their cybersecurity. It means they are using they are using the hacking techniques to help the government and organizations. How they will help? By identifying loopholes in their cybersecurity. They even do other methodologies and ensure protection from black hat hackers and other malicious cybercrime. Now, what are the black hat hackers? We will discuss later. So they provide the protection from black hat hackers. Simply stated, these are the right people. So these are the right people who are on your side. They will hack into your system with the good intention. So hacking with good intention means finding vulnerabilities with good intentions. For example, remove virus, malware from your system. Now another category is black hat hackers. A black hat hacker is the type of hacker you should be worried. So these are not the good people. So if you have heard any news of cybercrime, one of the black hat hacker may be behind it. So it is an individual who attempts to gain unauthorized entry into a system or network to exploit them for malicious reasons. So they don't have any permission or authority to compromise their targets. On the other hand, white hat hackers have the permission or authorities to compromise the targets so that identifying the vulnerabilities. But in case of black hat hackers, they don't have any permission or authority. So they try to inflict damage by compromising security systems, altering functions of websites, networks, or shutting down systems. So they will do the damage by compromising securities. They can affect the working of the website or network, or even they can shut down the system. So they often do so to steal or gain access to passwords, financial information, other personal data. Now another category is grey hat hackers. So they fall somewhere in between white hat and black hat hackers. So they may not use their skills for personal gain. They can, however, have both good and bad intentions. For instance, hackers who hack into organization and find some vulnerability. For example, consider a white hat hacker who hacks into organization with the permission of the organization and finds some vulnerability and then may leak it over the internet. So these are the grey hat hackers. Script kiddies, another category. They usually download tools or use available hacking codes written by other developers and hackers. For example, if I use a code written by another hacker to perform some malicious activity, then can be categorized as script kiddies. Their primary purpose is often to impress their friends or gain attention. So they usually do hacking to impress their friends or gain attention. They don't care about learning. They can't build their own codes. Instead, they use the codes of another hackers. So they may launch some attacks without bothering for the quality of the attack. Their simple purpose is to download a tool and then launch an attack. They are not worried about the quality of the attack. Most common cyber attacks by script kiddies might include DOS, denial of service, and DDoS attacks, distributed denial of service attacks. Green hat hackers. Another category is green hat hackers. These newbies have a desire to become full-blown hackers and are very curious to learn. So these are the new, fresh people who have a desire to become the hackers and are very curious to learn. So you may find them engrossed in the hacking communities. Blue hat hackers. These are another form of hackers. Main agenda is to take revenge on anyone who makes them angry. Their main purpose is to take the revenge. They have no desire for learning. They simply use cyber attacks like flooding your IP with overloading packets just to take the revenge. For example, a script kiddie that I mentioned previously with a vengeful agenda can be considered a blue hat hacker. Hacktivist. Hacker who use hacking to send social, religious, and political messages. This is usually done by hijacking websites and leaving the message on the hijacked website. Now, what is ethical hacking? Identifying weaknesses in computer systems, networks, and coming up with countermeasures that protect the weaknesses. So they must abide by the following rules. So, who is categorized as ethical hacker? Who get the written permission from the owner before hacking. Who protect the privacy of the organization. The persons who transparently report all the identified weaknesses in the computer system are ethical hackers. Another rule is they must inform hardware and software vendors of the identified weaknesses. So that's all.